A slow white Bronco chase captivated 95 million viewers nationwide. O.J. Simpson, the once celebrated football hero and actor, was inside. This shocking event unfolded on the 17th of June, 1994, just 5 days after the brutal murders of two individuals, Nicole Brown Simpson and Ronald Goldman. The bodies were found near a Brentwood condominium complex in Los Angeles, California around midnight. Detectives quickly identified Simpson as a person of interest, leading to an arrest warrant for 2 counts of murder. The subsequent trial would span 11 months, becoming one of the most publicized legal battles in American history. Over 150 news organizations covered every detail daily. Billions of people around the world watched the proceedings unfold through live broadcasts and constant updates, further solidifying its place in global consciousness. The prosecution, led by Marcia Clark and Christopher Darden, sought to prove Simpson's guilt through hundreds of pieces of evidence and over 70 witnesses. The defense assembled a so-called dream team of lawyers, including Robert Shapiro, Johnny Cochran, F. Lee Bailey, and Alan Dershowitz, among others. Their strategy challenged every aspect of the prosecution's case, raising doubts about evidence handling police integrity and potential racial bias. The trial was held in the Los Angeles County Courthouse and featured intense testimony from numerous experts and eyewitnesses. Jurors numbering 12 in total, plus 8 alternates, listened intently to thousands of hours of arguments and presentations. One pivotal moment involved a pair of blood-stained gloves found at the crime scene and at Simpson's estate. The prosecution asked Simpson to try on one of these gloves in court. It famously appeared not to fit his hand, a critical visual moment that resonated deeply with the jury. Johnny Cochran uttered the memorable phrase, "If it doesn't fit, you must acquit," a line that became instantly iconic. The defense presented an alternative theory suggesting a botched police investigation and planting of evidence. Financial costs for Simpson's defense alone reportedly exceeded $20 million, showcasing the immense resources poured into the legal fight. Public opinion was sharply divided, with many believing in his guilt and others in his innocence. The verdict, delivered on the 3rd of October 1995, after only 4 hours of jury deliberation, was not guilty for both murder charges. This decision ignited widespread debate and controversy across the United States. Simpson faced a separate civil trial later, where a different jury found him liable for the wrongful deaths of Nicole Brown Simpson and Ronald Goldman, ordering him to pay $33.5 million in damages to the victims' families. The saga transformed media coverage of legal proceedings, forever highlighting numerous issues within the justice system, including celebrity influence and racial tensions in America. An ill-fitting glove decided a double murder case. The O.J. Simpson trial gripped the globe, becoming a media spectacle of justice, power, and race. 95 million viewers had already watched a slow white Ford Bronco chase across Los Angeles on the 17th of June, 1994. This happened 5 days after 2 individuals, Nicole Brown Simpson and Ronald Goldman, were brutally murdered near a Brentwood condominium complex around midnight. Simpson, a former football hero and actor, was quickly identified as a prime person of interest, leading to an arrest warrant for 2 counts of murder. The unprecedented legal battle unfolded over 11 intense months, cementing its place as one of the most publicized cases in American judicial history. Over 150 news organizations provided daily coverage, ensuring billions of people worldwide followed proceedings through live broadcasts and constant updates. The prosecution, led by Marcia Clark and Christopher Darden, faced an immense challenge to prove Simpson's guilt. They presented hundreds of evidence pieces and called over 70 key witnesses. Standing against them was the formidable defense unit famously dubbed the Dream Team. This powerful legal group included attorneys like Robert Shapiro, Johnny Cochran, F. Lee Bailey, and Alan Dershowitz. Their strategy challenged every facet of the prosecution's case. They raised doubts about police evidence handling police integrity and highlighted potential racial bias within the Los Angeles Police Department. The trial proceedings, held in the Los Angeles County Courthouse, featured intense testimony from numerous experts and eyewitnesses. 12 main jurors and 8 alternates sat for thousands of hours listening to countless arguments and presentations. A pivotal moment arrived when blood-stained gloves became central evidence. One glove was found at the murder scene, and the other at Simpson's estate. The prosecution made a fateful decision, asking O.J. Simpson to try on one of these gloves in court. It famously appeared not to fit his hands, a crucial visual that resonated with the 12-member jury. Johnny Cochran, defense attorney, seized this dramatic moment, uttering the instantly memorable phrase, "If it doesn't fit, you must acquit." This line became immediately iconic. The defense further introduced an alternative theory, suggesting a botched police investigation and deliberate planting of crucial evidence. The financial commitment to Simpson's defense was staggering, exceeding $20 million. Public opinion remained fiercely divided, with many believing in his guilt and an equal number convinced of his innocence. The verdict was delivered on the 3rd of October, 1995, after only 4 hours of jury deliberation. It was a stunning declaration of not guilty for both murder charges. This decision ignited widespread debate and immense controversy across the United States. Later, Simpson faced a separate civil trial, where a different jury found him liable for the wrongful deaths of Nicole Simpson and Ronald Goldman. He was ordered to pay $33.5 million in damages to the victims' families. The entire judicial saga transformed media coverage of legal proceedings. It shone a harsh spotlight on issues within the justice system, including celebrity status influence and deep-rooted racial tensions in America. A glove that refused to fit ignited a double murder case. The O.J. Simpson trial, a year-long spectacle, captivated 95 million. 5 days prior, Nicole Simpson and Ronald Goldman were brutally murdered at a Brentwood complex at midnight. A slow white Ford Bronco chase across Los Angeles occurred on June 17, 1994. Simpson, a former football hero, was swiftly identified, leading to an arrest warrant for 2 murder counts. This 11-month legal battle became a top-publicized American judicial case. 150 news organizations gave daily coverage, billions worldwide followed. Prosecution led by Marcia Clark and Christopher Darden presented hundreds of evidence, calling 70 key witnesses. The formidable dream team included Johnny Cochran. Their strategy challenged police evidence, handling integrity and racial bias in the LAPD. The trial featured intense expert testimony. 12 jurors and 8 alternates sat for thousands of hours. Pivotal were blood-stained gloves, one at the murder scene, the other at Simpson's estate. Prosecution fatefully asked O.J. Simpson to try one glove in court. It famously did not fit his hands, a crucial visual for the 12 jurors. Johnny Cochran seized this, uttering, "If it doesn't fit, you must acquit." Defense suggested botched police investigation and deliberate evidence planting. Simpson's defense cost over $20 million. Public opinion was fiercely divided, believing his guilt or innocence. Verdict came October 3, 1995, after 4 hours jury deliberation. It was a stunning not guilty declaration for both murder charges, igniting widespread debate in the United States. Later, Simpson faced a separate civil trial. A different jury found him liable for wrongful deaths of Nicole Simpson and Ronald Goldman. He was ordered to pay $33.5 million in damages to victims' families. The judicial saga transformed media coverage, highlighting justice system issues, including celebrity influence and racial tension.